the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got Yusuf Nurkic, George out there with Collier. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Here's Sensabaugh, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Vassell finds Fox. Pass to Cornette. Here's Vassell, down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Vassell's got his first basket of the night.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Vassell. Here's get to see a basket. Chalk up to there.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Checked in for Utah. San Antonio leading by 9. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Here's Collier. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Pass to Markkanen. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
Shots like this help Markkanen get in with it.
Checked in for San Antonio. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Utah. Bailey comes in for Collier.
Let's go.
Here's George. Still no points. Jackson outside. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Hernandez. MP getting it done inside.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Nice.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. It's George on the drive. There's Jackson with the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game. And here's Fox. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. From deep, MP. He's bounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 6. To the middle. Oh, he jams it straight down.
A strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They go. Throw it down.
Oh, man. MP. That was nasty.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No shit.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Utah shooting their first free throws here tonight.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And when marketing is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Champagny, he's checked in for Cornette. Castle comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Fox. Kessler is checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for George. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Oh, the power move from MP.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
Marking it outside. Launches it. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. MP bounds him inside.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Nice. Nice. That thing about their moves.
Jazz trail by 8. Marking it outside.
Out of the way.
They grab their own miss.
Oh.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, there's the length and instinct of Jackson Jr. coming into play right on top of that miss.
Wembanyama against Kessler. Floats one, and there's a whistle. He'll
Yeah,
have the
Wemby.
line to shoot 2.
Wemby got blocked.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Both free throws good for Wembanyama.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson outside. Counted from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's running around with the ball ready to fire.
MP getting it done for San Antonio. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. Back after this.
29 points in the first half. Uh-oh, what we got? What are they doing?
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting. Let's put this to a vote. What is the All-Star of foods?
Barbecue chicken. That food said barbecue chicken.
I
Don't forget to check them out live on TikTok at
you
your
can
YouTube.
never have too
That's
much
FaceTime in
barbecue.
there.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Spurs.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Hey there, everyone. Glad you could join us on MLK Day on 2K Sports. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
San Antonio leading by 5. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's MP. And it's Champagny at the power forward position. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half.
How about the confidence right there by young MP just stepping right into that 3.
Yeah.
The Jazz shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had 46 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Marking it outside. From about 16, will not go. Misses off the front iron.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's good for 2. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Here's George. No points so far. You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell, you don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respect the players like that, the calm leadership type.
Marketing, and the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, number 1, baby.
How the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. And you look at Bailey. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation.
And I know he hasn't really separated himself from the rest of the rookie class, but you can really see his NBA potential when you watch him play.
And he's got plenty of room to grow, Greg. We're only a few months into his NBA career. With his upside, he could develop into a terrific player down the road.
Marking it outside. Pass to Jackson. MP against Markkanen. Markkanen using his size inside.
Some real toughness from Markkanen.
He got down, he got down.
Powers through the contact, then has the focus and touch to finish.
MP shot is off.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Down low. Here's Jackson.
Ooh.
It's good from in tight. Jackson's got 19 points.
Yeah, big night for Jackson so far, scoring with enthusiasm on that offensive end.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. MP outside, lets it go from deep. The basket's good, off the assist from Fox.
Hell yeah.
Fox has got assist number 7 tonight. Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. 1:53 left to play in the third quarter here. 5 on the clock. For 3, George on target from range.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Spurs with some changes. Barnes comes in for Champagny. And it's Devin Vassell in for Castle. Then for Utah, Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Jackson. And it's Collier in for Bailey. Here's MP. Shot no good, a bit short.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time.
Markkanen hammers home the lob.
The big man from Finland, Lowry, getting up.
That's his shit.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. MP outside. It's rebounded by George.
That's not even what I was trying to do. I was trying to do a fucking alley-oop.
And 101 going left in the third quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Barnes. No good off the back of the rim.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
MP inside.
And this is crucial for Markkanen's overall development, that he ups his defense and looks to block some shots.
Collier, no good. Spurs lead by 8. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Hernandez missing.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Markkanen. Lets the three fly. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 7 points here in the quarter. Here's MP. The putback. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Come on, Lindy.
And so it's MP making things happen for San Antonio, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular.
Substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagny comes in for Olynyk. MP's checked in for Vassell. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. Then for Utah, Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Jackson comes in for Conchar. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Sensabaugh. Taking a look at the Jazz. We've got Lauri Markkanen, George out there with Collier. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Jackson in at the 4. Spurs lead by 7. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pushing through the contact inside. MP.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
46 is my highest score ever.
Utah's
So
gone
46 points. I'm trying to get that. Past that.
Now Jackson fires the
What
three.
the hell?
It's money from Pete.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
MP. Rebounded by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 6. From downtown, Wembanyama rips down the board.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
And it's blocked.
Hell no.
Jackson.
Oh, man.
Big time right there.
You motherfucker trying to come back.
Oh, man. He
Miss
got
it, miss it,
fancy with that
miss it.
finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected
How about that assist, baby?
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And
Yeah.
so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate it.
Bailey's
67, 61.
check in with Allie Force.
Oh.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Marking it outside. Here's Jackson. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Fucking bitch.
That's not who you want to send to the line.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
God damn. Oh,
First of two,
yeah.
no good. A heartbreaker.
Go, baby.
And he does get the second one. And that brings him within 5.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Ooh, I told you to pass it to me, fucking dumbass.
George against Fox. Market and fires. And the three misses.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
With the step back. There's 57 seconds left in the final quarter. Now George, marking it outside. 5 to shoot. Let's loose for 3. Fox there for the rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection. And of course, that one was just crazy.
47, new high score, baby.
Important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position, just outworking everyone early on the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna score 50, fuck it. I'm gonna hit that 50.
This game wasn't handed to them. They
That 50, come on.
Driving to the basket.
Oh, I fucking missed.
And they'll get another chance. He launches.
No! I was trying to get to 50, fuck.
A little extra edge.
Yeah, they really felt the energy.
Man.
Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Alan
Rock that shit, boy.
LaForce.
Time for the next game. Man, I had 49 points in that shit. 49 points. By my damn self. And we had a score of 70 something. I mean, I scored over half our fucking points by my goddamn self. We'll get the Rockets, baby. Oh, in Houston? Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Let's rock these bitches. It's okay, dude. Practice my threes real quick. Oh, I think I might have just figured out my shot. Uh-oh, I figured out my shot. Oh, not that one. Oh, yeah. Appreciate y'all watching. Much love.
Standing 6 foot, number 17,
Hold on 1 second.
Start to separate themselves from the others. You can see that happening. And I think you actually begin to project which teams will be real championship contenders by the time we get to this point in the season.
The San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, we got me against KD? Yeah.
By MV. And even 3-on-3 break. Teardrop shot. The shot, no good. Great defense that time from Şengün. And here's Thompson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 5. Here's Şengün. And he pops in the layup off the glass.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. MV with a screen on top.
Where's the fucking foul?
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism and range, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Castle after the made shot from KD. And the dunk by MP.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? It's always a good sign.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. The drive by MP. Can't throw it down with one hand. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Houston. Now Easton coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 4. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allen LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his court.
Substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Smith. Okogie comes in for Kevin Durant. Shepard's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. The guards are VanVleet and Shepard. Alperen Şengün out there with Clint Capella. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Screen by Capella. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Spurs with the lead. Harper kicks to MP. Strong finish inside from MP.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
Here's Shepard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Another miss by Houston. Spurs leading by 4. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Pass to Şengün. VanVleet looking around. Here's Okogie. 5 to shoot. Trains the three-pointer.
It is a welcome sign for sure. When Okogie connects from deep, it really expands his offensive game.
Barnes finds MP.
Throws it down. I should roll in.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. VanVleet against Harper. Inside. Here's Şengün. Rebound San Antonio. He's got 5. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Guys, they walked into the arena with some kind of swagger, and you really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And the first one counts. Some say Clark, the game has lost its physicality, with fewer fouls called on average than in any previous decade.
You know, I don't necessarily fully agree with that, Kevin. Sure, the game is still physical. Some of the hard fouls, and because the game was played closer to the basket in the past, it's lent itself to more fouls being called, more bumping and thumping. It's more perimeter-oriented now, but I don't know if it's necessarily less physical. And I don't actually mind fewer foul calls. I like the players being able to play and put the ball in the basket as much as possible.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Katie, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He picked up 49 points, and he was on a tear in that game, recording a season high in points. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he had 49 points.
Going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same.
Try to jump up.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
All right.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Man, Larry saw that shit. Yeah.
Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. San Antonio also making some changes. Champagne's checked in, and Stephon Castle subbed in.
Oh, he got that shit.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
Thompson outside to the right side. Eason gets a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Durant. In close, Durant.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
San Antonio leading by 7. MP with it. Last game an incredible scoring display for him. To the inside. It's taken away by Smith. To the paint. And it's Green with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
MP getting it done for the Spurs. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Of course, MP's in the front. He hasn't looked like a rookie, and he hasn't acted like one.
Yeah, he seems to gain confidence with every outing, and clearly the coaches trust him. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Houston Rockets.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw disparity. That's a difference in the game. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was buttered, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already got a number of filthy dunks out there.
Kicked out here shot, man.
Rockets trail by 5. On the court for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's
I hate this shit. I want to fight.
at the four-man position.
Because I want to block him, that's all it is. I want to get a pack on Durant.
Knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
San Antonio with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
First free throw is good.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Second free throw, no good. Clark, when you think of three-level scorers in the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Here's Hernandez. And Durant sends it back. Thompson with it. Out guarded by Fox.
Ooh.
Houston moving it around.
Yeah. Oh. I thought we got it.
Work the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Fun time a year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Fox. He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking what he's been doing this season.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
Oh, shit, that's about one. We saw that.
Assist by Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Şengün.
That shit ain't gonna work. Make it get up a notch.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To stop the run. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from MP.
Now this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. Durant, no good. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Şengün throws it down.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. MP inside. KD's on him. Hernandez can't get it to go.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ooh, this motherfucker.
No good.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Smith
I
wide
fucked
open.
up.
He fired.
I fucked up. I'm trying to set this goddamn fucking TikTok. It's fucking pissing me off, man.
His first basket of the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fox passes to Hernandez. Wembanyama gets the screen from Hernandez. Don't buy MP.
He just absolutely put it on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And Thompson gets to Şengün. Pass to Durant. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Vassell outside. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Van Fleet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. The lead is 2, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
And he didn't punish them for the recovery.
Ooh, very nice for this.
And San Antonio shooting 47%, pretty solid. The guards are Van Fleet and Shepard. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Capella. Now, here's Şengün. And Şengün comes it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
MP high post.
Oh, what the fuck?
Crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. A young man fearless inside.
MP, 2 shots.
First one falls for. And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Houston with it. Pass to Şengün. Now Shepard. Şengün with the screen for Shepard. And Şengün throws it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün? Getting himself way up there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And here is MP. Good and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist in the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Shepard. Şengün with a screen on Johnson. Here's Shepard. Rebounded by the Spurs. Cornette's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Fox. Covered by Van Vliet. Hernandez can't get it to go. It's trailed by 5. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shepard the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Capella. Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tari Eason's jacked in for Shepard. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Now Castle. Fox. Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy read to Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Rockets trail by 5. Outside Durant. From deep. Can't get it. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Doesn't get that one.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Durant fires. Off target from outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here is Wembanyama.
Oh, yeah.
Wembanyama!
And standing easily over 7 feet. Whenever he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Spurs leading by 7. MP connects with the J.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Durant. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
And so Durant nails them both. San Antonio leading by 7. MP outside. The long shot, no good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It's good.
No stage too big for KD. You need a basket? He's your man.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Castle against Eason. MP with a screen on Eason. MP. No good from 3. Eason's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter. Durant.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Wembanyama. Oh, the dunk!
Just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Let's check got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked to the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
We thank you for that. Shengun, great pursuit. Got the second chance spot.
Wow. Shengun oozing with big-time confidence there.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
All this kid cares about is winning. Take a bucket from MP.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They score.
Yeah, and they need to pick up fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant lays it up.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. Got to stop the clock any way possible. And hopefully alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Drops the first one. That makes it a 3-point lead.
Pressure moment for Tassel.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. MP taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Smith fires. Eason. And so it's the Spurs with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they look at feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
That's the next game. Get out.
preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Hernandez in at small forward. And for Utah, Bailey out there with George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, BA, you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Hernandez.
What the fuck?
Grabs the miss. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
And it was an awful game defensively.
Fuck TikTok, man. Y'all keep fucking me up, man. Fuck that. Don't piss me off.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Now here's MP. In the game against Houston, very impressive.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from 14. George scanning the floor. Clock at 6. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. The Spurs have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster. And some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have, and with the picks on the horizon, it's just going to take time. When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Good, MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and did some.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. George outside. Here's Bailey. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bailey's got his second basket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George passes to Markkanen. Let's go with a 3. Pure from three-point range.
Little competitive spirit from Lauri Markkanen right there. Counters with his own 3.
The Spurs have gone only 1 of 6 so far. From deep, MP sends it home from three-point land. Hernandez got 8 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He came away with 34 points and also helped on the glass, hauling in 3 boards. It was a fantastic game for him. He found multiple ways to chip in, and you know he wants to repeat that tonight, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Markkanen, following the bucket by the Spurs. And here's George. A threat for them offensively. He's recorded around 19 a game.
Get the ball and go to work. Marketing using his size to great effect inside.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at Portland, they've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
You know, for
here for Utah, Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Love. Lowry Marketing comes in for Williams, and it's George in for Mikhailuk. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. MP comes in for Champagny. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. On the court for San Antonio, MP is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Johnson. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. George finds Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now that's foul number 2, and he's got to avoid another this half if he wants to stay on the floor.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Shot clock at 6. From 13, it's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the cell. That's his 3rd basket and 5 shots. Solid work.
they just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. The three is up. Oh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is a facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Inside Markkanen with the size and power.
My fault.
What happened again? Markkanen can be with that size and skill offensively. He is too good.
MP is screen on Nurkic. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings it.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that one.
And MP throws it down.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Collier, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for them. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. The Jazz have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to George. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. George has got himself going here. His first points on the deep ball.
Okay.
36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. MP outside. There's the three. Again, MP missing.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, MP tips it up. It's good on the putback. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Jazz. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
Game up.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
If these guys end up making the cut,
number 3.
this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And I'm a
As long
rookie.
as they show me creativity and remind me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
All right, let's go.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
We've got Jaren Jackson, Keontae George out there with Bailey. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Kessler in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Here's Barnes, rebounded by Bailey. Here's the break. Pass to George. Rebound San Antonio. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. George finds Markkanen. Over Kessel, Markkanen misses.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Hernandez. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama won't be denied.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. There's Jackson with the 3, and the three-pointer goes. Jackson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. does have this in his bag. The big man can punish you from range.
Jackson, the screen. Foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Markkanen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game's played today.
That's good for Markkanen. Markkanen hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's MP.
Ooh, with my foul, bitch.
With the block.
My fucking foul.
That's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
Fox, the pass to Hernandez. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I didn't do that for me.
Markkanen finds Jackson. And that one drops.
My fault.
Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here's a look at some numbers for Keontae George.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Pass to Bailey. Now here's Jackson out to the right wing. Kicks it out to Markkinen. Shot clock at 5. Kessler, a screen on Fox. George, no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up, but I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
And it's Hernandez missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Pass to Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Now Fox. Give him 8. From deep, MP. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Markkinen. From deep. Barnes with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
Utah leading by 3. Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Spurs.
They've been able to consistently slow opponents, using every tool they have to shut them down.
What the fuck?
Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagny. MP's checked in for Vassell. And Castle subbed in for Johnson. Outside MP puts up the tray. No.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
On the court for San Antonio, Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Castle is out there with Harper, and it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Markkinen. And Markkinen with the stop.
Well, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkinen is as a scorer. He feels good, boy, that numbers come in a hurry.
What the hell? I put the fucking...
Fox is checked in for Harper.
They benched me and I fast forwarded until I got back in the game and it was fucking 62-80. It's fucking bullshit, man.
Markkinen outside. Here's Bailey. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
And he makes it first.
Yeah, versatile scorer and intimidating defender. He's Bailey's confidence and length for why he went in the top 5.
And a new group getting ready for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Kevin Love comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Mikhailov's checked in for Lauri Markkinen. And it's Collier in for George. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Plumlee's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Olynyk comes in for Barnes. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Utah making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Bryant, he's checked in for San Antonio. Love passes to Mikhailov. 6 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every
You got fucking benched me, and when I got benched, I fucking took off by 20, cheating ass bitches.
What didn't go well for them? Their plan, their execution,
Fucking swear, man.
was absolutely on point.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And with this victory, they managed to avoid the embarrassment of getting totally swept in this season series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Lauri Markkinen.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Well, One guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Conchar, he's checked in for Utah. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Olynyk. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bryant. Castle's checked in for Vassell. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game,
Y'all want to bench me, bitch? Fuck y'all. I already lost.
Not the result you were looking for as a team.
Man, what the fuck? You always want to interview when I lose, right?
You're hoping for as far as setting the table for others?
Yeah, bro. Just an unacceptable performance across the board. Starting with I have to be way better at seeing the floor, making the right passes, but we can improve every day how we play, especially in how I pass. And so we got to clean this up or we'll keep losing. We're rooting for you, MP. Thanks.
Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Dom. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Only reason why I lost because they fucking took me out cheating ass bitches. I'll start again. Couple more games to also I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. So I'll play one more game. Probably get a couple people watching. I'll play one more. That's it. Yeah. Get my shot right.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And along with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, this is Kevin Harlan. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for De'Aaron Fox.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
MP, what's it like to be on national TV matched up against one of the other top contenders for Rookie of the Year? Does that add a little spice to the game?
Just the fact that it's two good teams on national TV makes it spicy. Got a lot of people watching, so we want to show what we can do and come out with a win tonight.
I love it. Thank you so much, MP.
Hey, enjoy the game.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. You got Sadiq Bey. Kennard is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Queen in at the 5 slot. And for the Spurs, Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Hernandez in at the 3 slot. Bringing us a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, things haven't gone according to plan since he made his feelings public. He's got time to turn it around, but it simply has to start tonight. This is when he has to start separating himself from the pack.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And one of those high-variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like effective, but other times they fail. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does. And MP throws it down.
Get used to saying that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Sissoko. Kennard on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless, inside.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Queen. Murray against Fox. Murray the pass to Sissoko. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
The defense is so focused on Murray there, but he's got like a sixth sense of when someone's open.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge calls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility.
And the Pelicans with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Bay in the post. Barnes on him. And that one good.
And maneuvering into position. Bay moving the needle.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Castle. Spurs leading by 3. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Six up. San rush 5 on the floor. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. MP inside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 7-4 now for the Pelicans. We've got Hawkins. Jordan is out there with Misi. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Matkovic in the small forward.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on
second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shots good by Kennard.
And they really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He had 25 points and knocked down his share of three-pointers. That was a factor, too. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Well, let's see if that rhythm carries over. They will involve him early in this one.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Matkovic. Kennard on the wing. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In it goes after missing his first 7. Now shooting 1 for 8 this game.
Wow, Murray right there just was not going to be denied, showing you that functional strength.
And the dunk by MP.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Now, here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Sissoko passes to Kennard. 3-pointer. Sissoko, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 3-7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
There's 1:54 left in the first half. Harper against Murray. Pass to Matkovic. Back to Murray. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end. Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Murray. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. MP is number 1.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And stolen by MP. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
MP. Shooting 1.
46 seconds left here in the second. Murray, the pass to Sissoko. To the middle. Here's Queen. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Taking it to the rack with power. Hammering
down the two-hand slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. So it's the Spurs now. They lead by 4. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to beat the Pelicans.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid. The bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Fox against Murray. With 1 on the clock, and so it's MP making things happen for the Spurs. One an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smooth. And next, a look at some of the possible participants for this season's dunk contest.
Well, these guys, they've been giving us a preview every night.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Better start right now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Hernandez in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Astor Bay. Down low. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Kennard.
Certainly not the #1 thing Bay's out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass.
Fox kicks to MP. Here's Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And Murray's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Queen. Now here's Bay. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Hernandez. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Basket counts. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And that one, good. Castle's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Sissoko. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Hernandez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That one drops for him. Bay's got 6.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pass to Castle. And here is MP. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Kennard's shot is off. San Antonio leading. Here's Hernandez. MP dazzling off the try.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Kevin, back to you.
It's getting in her. Spurs leading by 4 on the board for the Pelicans. Getting to the 4th quarter going. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Eve Mason. Then there's Murray. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Markovich in at the 3.
Now, MP just explodes off the floor. What an athlete.
Jordan a screen on Vassell. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Murray against Fox. Murray down low. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Not going to go that time. Pelicans trail by 3. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Plumlee with the rebound.
And if they want to come up with a win here, he either needs to start making shots or find another way to help his team. Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
MP going in strong. Vassell, the pass to MP.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Plumlee. Barnes comes in for Olynyk. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Vassell. Free throw good, and both free throws good for MP. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Murray against Fox. Pass to Queen. Here's Sissoko. Murray surveying the D. 4 on the clock. A miss that time would have put him up.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Huge advantage for Wembanyama to see over everybody.
Pelicans trail by 4. Now Kennard. Here's Sissoko. 6 to shoot. Cannot get the layup.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
MP. And the layup is off.
Damn.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Murray, there's the try. And that one is good.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
And so, MV will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as much as 10. And the foul called on MV. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Murray. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Castle. At 6. Murray. Yeah, that goes in.
And you have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
Fox deciding where to go with it. And he.
Yeah.
A separate zip code. Oh, MP. Quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fox against Murray. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Well, they really needed that right there for Murray. That is a huge bucket.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. MP outside. Hit the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you know, coach loves to see that. That is a textbook box out.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. The nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just flush.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what James Borrego was saying to his team. Coach kept it calm, but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing. We'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Castle against Kennard. Murray knocks down the 3.
Coming up clutch. Murray loves having the spot right on.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moment.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for errors Here, they need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And stolen by NP. And they commit an intentional foul. Here's another one of those so they can get into the penalty booth.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
That's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
The three is off, and there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Beyond the arc. Not gonna go. And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
And for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to set these fans home happy.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer King-Thomas.
Unbelievable effort by you tonight, MP. Disruptions, deflections, interceptions. You were wreaking havoc. Do you feel in the zone?
I felt ready. You know, we watched a ton of film on these guys between our coaches' prep work and my teammates' communication. It can look easy, but that's all hard work going on behind the scenes.
So it paid off tonight, MP. Well done.
Yeah, it was supposed to, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, Jen, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you later.
All right, MP. This is billed as a matchup between two of the top rookies. Both came out looking very strong. Is that what you expected?
Oh, of course. I mean, dude's a top rookie for a reason. And I knew he was going to come out and get his. And he did. But I was ready. You know? I knew I had to be aggressive. And I managed to get into a rhythm early and get ready.
So after winning this matchup in one quarter of the game, you feel like you're finally getting recognized as one of the top guys in your class?
Talk. I see the comments on socials, but the national media is still talking about these other guys. Why? When they should be talking about MP. Because I'm the guy.
That's gonna be it for this game. I'm gonna go ahead and stream some Call of Duty. So yeah, have a good night. I still got people watching. Let's see what we're playing next. Yeah, pretty late. Like I said, I'm gonna stream Call of Duty. If you wanna watch it, welcome to the night. Have a good night. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.